Yay Media Group.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Spill the Beans podcast.
Welcome back to the end of the week show that you guys always look forward to. You guys, for the longest time, I feel like doing the podcast, we're like, yeah, people watch. But ever since we've been so busy and we have missed a few weeks, I feel like we get more messages being like, where's the podcast? Like, I always watch this on my lunch break. I always watch it on my way to work or school, whatever. So we just want to thank you for still being here. And shout out to everyone that's going back to school, because it's back to school season and everyone's ready. Like, all the stores have all the things, and I love back to school shopping. So shout out to everybody, and especially teachers. If you're going back to teach all these crazy kids, you are an angel, and I hope that this year's amazing for you.
Yeah, guys, and we're going to put it right at the beginning of the podcast. Ian, go ahead and put our email right here. Teachers, submit your, what is it called, babe?
Teacher wish list.
Right, we're going to sponsor a few of those for this podcast. And just for, all the teachers that watch us and support us, maybe you watch us on your way to school or after such a crazy school day and the kids, you got thrown up on, they called you a boomer or something like that, and you're stressed and you want to cry on your way home, and maybe you throw on Spill the Beans podcast. We want to show our support to you as well. So go ahead, spillthebeansjj@gmail.com. Send your teacher wish list. We got you guys.
And make sure that you guys have your address put correctly, because I've done it like a few times where I try to clear a wish list, but then the address isn't correct. So they're like, oh, can you make sure it's this, or can you make sure the apartment number? So just make sure you guys have your correct address so that all the supplies will be delivered straight to you. And in case you've never heard of that, it's just an Amazon wish list. So you just add literally everything that you want, and we'll go and shop for you and send it straight to your house.
But anyways, guys, let's jump into, we got a confessions podcast this week. And if you hear me with a little bit more energy, I'm with it today, because you guys were calling me out, que mis ojeras, que maybe I need to take some time off. And even though that might be true, I just love you guys too much, and I love this podcast too much. And maybe we'll have my suegra replace me for a week, Blanca's sisters, some other host or somewhat. But for now, guys, I apologize if the energy was off last podcast. I didn't think so, since I had an energy drink, but I'm like trying to keep my eyes as wide as possible. And let's get right into it, guys. Confessions, little podcast by Corre Con
Anonymous entries on Instagram. If you guys don't follow our Instagram, it is Spill the Beans JJ. Is it podcast? Hold on, sorry. Yeah, no, Spill the Beans podcast JJ. That's our Instagram. That's usually where we put all the question boxes, confession boxes, and we always remind you when we're gonna do an advice podcast what our email is, so that you can submit your advice. So
yeah,
let's go ahead and start. You can go ahead and start.
Okay, let's go with crashed my car and never told my husband. I just said I don't know what happened. That's
something Jonathan would do. Guys, literally,
shots fired.
The one thing that cracks me up about Jonathan is that he'll be like, don't scratch the rims, don't hit the doors, don't do a thing here, whatever. And he's the only person who has ever scratched all of our car's rims, always goes over the freaking curbs and everything, because he's a crazy driver. Well, not crazy, like he's cree que le tantea bien, and then next thing you know, we're on the curb and going crazy. So you know what, girl? Good for you, because I'm sure the husband's be doing the same thing.
It only happens in the Kia because the windows are so tinted, bro. You did it on the
Kia, you did it on the Range, you did it on your truck.
But I'm talking about the tint. Like, it's so dark at night that I don't see sometimes the medians.
It's happened straight in the morning. I'll never forget the first time you scratched our Range's rims.
That was me?
Yeah.
The really bad ones?
We were at Starbucks, remember? And he like ran the curb, but he heard it hit the rim. So he like parked. He's like, man. And that was just the day that I was like, see,
you were so happy. You put on my downfall all the time. You talk
shit about me, and I've never, like, I can really say that I've never scratched our car's rims. Or, guys, oh my God, this one's another funny one. Let me tell you. When we had just had Belen, you guys know that we had our office. And we would always take her to film the podcast because she was so calm, and she was like our third guest. And I remember one time we had the Duna, and that thing is so heavy. And the Kia was like not brand new, but it had barely like not even a year.
We had our year.
No,
already.
Not even. And he's like, this is Jonathan, guys. And this is the one thing, like, como dice mamá, and my mom always says this. el huevón trabaja doble.
Yeah.
And so we were parked and there was a big white van next to us, right? So in my head, I was like, oh, he's just going to pull out and then put the kid in. And then
Put the kid in? That's crazy.
or put the Duna in, sorry. You're going to pull out, put the Duna in. Because the Duna is hefty. Like, it's big and, like, wide. And no, he's like, no, fuck that. Like, I'm just going to make it fit. So he goes in full force and bam. Like, what is it? The leather on the door? He just brought it with him. And it just scrunched up right there. And I was cracking up because I was like, bruh, this is something he would do because he would rather just do it a lo
Guys, one
forzado.
of my biggest toxic traits is like I'll break something if it's stressing me out and like I know that that's not the way it should go in. I'd just rather break it and pay the consequence, whether it's financially or emotionally. Like if something's pissing me off, I'll break it.
That is so unhealthy. Like, why do you do that?
Because I feel like all objects have life, like not just plants and animals and humans. I feel like cars have life too. And then if it's pissing me off, I'm like, well, I'm going to get my leg back.
Yeah, but that was literally not even a full year old. Okay, this one says, I'm leaving my husband, but he doesn't know. I know he's unfaithful. I've already checked out and made my peace. I just want to leave on my terms and not sad and mopey, lol. So I'm leaving like already grieved and healed, 30 pounds slimmer on the Valencia diet. Okay, queen. Living my best life so he doesn't see it coming at all.
Damn.
That is the way to go. Shout out to you, girl. Shout out to you. That is the way to go. Yes. I feel like I've seen it more on TikTok nowadays. It's like, watch this TikTok the full way through so that I can silently leave my marriage. I'm like, period, queen. At this point, use your resources, girl.
We love that for you. I caught my gay cousin and his stepbrother F and then asterisk. I'm assuming that word. I was traumatized. LO. I was only 9.
What in the world?
Damn, girl.
That is trauma. Did you see that TikTok going around about of the 2 guys that are leaving the car at night?
Leaving the car at night?
Yeah, it's this girl. I don't know if it's a TikTok page or it's just a girl that saw them, but she's like zooming in on 2 cars. He sale un guy and he gets in his truck and leaves. And then like 2 seconds later, sale un guy and he gets in the car and leaves too. And then all the comments were like, oh, he probably has a family and kids or like a wife and kids.
Oh my God. And you know what I also saw? This girl, I was a TikTok and she was like, guys in the army, like in the army general, right? But like specifically in the Navy, because imagine because the way that guy explained to her is like, we're in submarines or boats, right? For 9 months at a time sometimes without any females or like other females, especially like in the submarine, that's like less women than an aircraft boat or whatever. And it's like, and then one of the comments was like, yeah, my dad was in the Navy and he's oddly like really Trump and pro MAGA-ish, but very accepting of the LGBT community. Like it doesn't like add up, She's like, I think you just gave me my answer. But you know what I was thinking the other day? I was like, I feel like a lot of people say, oh, the woke agenda, the this and that, there's more gay people or more gay guys. And I just feel like society is more accepting nowadays that more people feel comfortable coming out. Yeah. You know what I mean? But like in mi rancho, like for example, like you hear about like, all these guys like that, like the truck situation. And like I've heard stories ever since I was little que fulano like se metió a la troca de su y luego like dicen por ahí que los miraron like, kissing and stuff. And it's like 2 grown ass, like beard, like super Mexican machista looking guys. And it's like, I feel like it's there's more, gay people out there. It's just like back then it was never that accepting, or
even in Hispanic culture and especially in ranchos like that.
Yeah.
You are not comfortable coming out. And I feel like that is so sad because you grow up like trying to please everybody and at the end of the day you can't live the life you want to live, Yeah. So that's really sad to think about. There's a lot of like grown men that still haven't come out because of the fear of how people are not going to accept them.
But it's crazy when you have like a kid though. Like you have kids, you marry, and then like it just piles up so much in your 40s, 50s or 60s that you're like, I'm just going to divorce and be gay, like.
And just like live my life. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people do that because they're trying to fit the standard, and please people. And so they live their whole life, marry kids, and then they get a divorce and they're ready to explore themselves or be themselves, you know? Yeah. Which is crazy. But I feel like it happens a lot. Even my favorite YouTuber, Aspen, you know how she divorced
Was that
Parker?
An actual thing?
Yeah, like
or she just, I feel like she was messing.
No, she's still views. Through and through, like.
I don't know. She hasn't been on my For You page. So.
I love Aspen. Okay, we're worrying.
That next one's funny. Read that one.
I give my suegra the towel that my dog dries with after a bath because she doesn't know boundaries when it comes to family, and she's always playing victim and everything.
I've done it twice now.
But that's it. It was a rough year. Oh, girl.
Well, girl, now she's going to be telling all her family that you have towels that smell like shit. Y que no lavas bien.
For real.
So at what cost?
Or maybe she dries herself. She's like, damn, no me bañé bien.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like with suegras, remember that one? I remember we had, what was it? It was one of the confessions, and it was this girl that she's like, I found out that my suegra steals my underwear. Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah. That was a long time.
It's like some suegras do be crossing boundaries, girl. So you got to do what you got to do. If that makes you if that helps you sleep at night, snapping my fingers for you, girl.
This podcast is sponsored by Nurture Life.
Would you say that life as a parent is just nonstop?
Yeah, especially when it comes down to mealtime. I feel like we're just on the go, up and down, and really focusing on giving our kids a well-balanced meal is especially challenging.
And that's why we're really excited about our next partner, which is Nurture Life. They've made serving healthy meals way easier for us and more enjoyable for our kids.
We don't have to plan or prep anything. Meals are ready in just 1 minute and everyone's happy with what's on the table.
Nurture Life is a meal delivery service that makes nutritious meals and snacks that kids will actually want to eat, all while giving parents support that we need.
Nurture Life's whole menu is perfect for kids that are 10 months old all the way to kids that are 10 years old. Their fresh meals and snacks are delicious, nutritious, and fully cooked. That means they are ready to serve in just 1 minute.
Nurture Life also lets kids enjoy a healthy, nutritionally balanced diet, all while still eating their favorites like mac and cheese, spaghetti, meatballs, and much more, so us as parents can be sure that they always have a healthy meal on the table. That's why Nurture Life is a top meal delivery service for babies and kids, and it is even allergy-friendly too.
This week's box came with the Swedish meatballs, and Franco and Belen have been loving it. I feel like every time we put it on their plate, it's gone in less than 5 minutes.
So how does Nurture Life work? It's simple. Choose more than 50 varieties of nutritious, balanced meals on their menu, from finger foods for babies and toddlers to kids' meals for older kids. Then Nurture Life does the cooking for you, and the fresh meals are delivered straight to your door in refrigerated packaging.
Using Nurture Life takes so much stress and anxiety out of feeding our kids. We don't have to scramble to make healthy meals for them and worry about if they'll even like them anymore. So head to nurturelife.com/spillthebeans55 and use code spillthebeans55 for 55% off your first order plus free shipping. That's right, 55% off plus free shipping.
Once again, that's nurturelife.com/spillthebeans55 and make sure you use our promo code spillthebeans55.
Even if you aren't a parent with young kids, you might have parent friends who struggle with mealtime. Make sure to share our code so our show gets the credit.
Remember, put your little ones first with healthy meals from Nurture Life.
Do you think that suegras are like that for the love of their child or because they're just shitty people?
I don't know. I feel like I've never dealt with it. I don't know where they would come from, but it just depends. Like,
I think about your mom, and like sometimes when you and I have conflicts, your mom doesn't automatically take your side. You know,
she never takes anybody's side. She hears both of us out, and she's like, "Pues miren, yo pienso que ustedes tienen que hablar porque."
And like we've never lived with my mom, so my mom has never had to deal with like us.
We have
fighting.
lived with your mom, but she's never pried.
For like a month. It was while their other household or what.
Yeah, but I feel like even like when suegras visit for a month, they're still doing some shady things. Yeah. And your mom, when we lived with your parents, like she never pried. She always asked questions. Like she was always like, "Oh, is it okay if I do this?" Like she never went around doing crazy things, you know. So that's why I'm saying that I don't know. Like maybe it's just older ladies. Or
I think it is then an obsession with their son.
Yeah, I feel like it's a relationship that you have with your son. And then if you're obsessed with them. Because you know how it's that saying that moms with bad husbands usually raise their sons to be the perfect husband, and they like are obsessed over that. So they're like, oh, why are you leaving me when like for your wife? And then that's when the resentment comes, and then they start to make the wife,
especially like hell. I'm not gonna say it's all the suegra's fault. It could be like what we were talking about with her compadres the other day, how like I feel like, imagine having, I'm thinking about Franco, right? You're like, he's so loving. Imagine we do succeed in raising him to like, he's 20 and he's still kissing me on the cheek, blah, 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 hugging me, dad, this, that. And then he gets a spouse that like, he starts to distance himself, this and that. And then the spouse is like, la esposa de él or la novia de él is like a little like, ay, like, ¿por qué? Maybe le dice en su casa like, ¿por qué le das besos a tu papá? Or ¿por qué le das besos a tu mamá? Like, and then he'll be like, oh, pues okay. And then the next time I see him, he doesn't kiss me anymore. And I'm like, oh, esta vieja hija de la quien sé que le di, like, hace que mi hijo, like, he doesn't come around. Then I can see where like suegras also get that hate. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, but I feel like if you know your son, you talk to him, right?
But because at the end of the day, who are you going to choose? Like, you're making your family, and they always, even though I think, I don't want to quote the Bible. I'm not going to quote the Bible, but I've heard it somewhere that says like, you always have to pick your family that you're making over the one you're left.
And that's what sucks, because it's like easily you can, because I've seen this on the show I'm watching with Desperate Housewives, is like you can easily tell your son like, hey, I don't think she's the right girl for you, but he's in love with her, right?
Yeah.
So then he starts to see you like, oh, well, you don't like her. You don't like her. And that's why we're having problems, because you don't like her. So I think in that case, you just have to either trust your son enough to eventually see that she's distancing him and then put a stop to it, or just shut up.
I would also talk to my nuera, like, right? Like, I think the quicker you can avoid problems, the better. Like, hey, let's say Franco's girlfriend in the future, whatever. It's like, we're going to see each other for the rest of our lives, potentially, because you love my son, I love my son. Like, let's sit down, because sometimes, guys, honestly, muchos problemas pasan porque hay dos perspectivas y lo pasó algo y tú tienes tus sentimientos y la otra persona tiene sus sentimientos. So it's like, maybe it's not that you're both bad people or one person's bad or la nuera es mala o la suegra es mala. It's just like, tú viste algo, pensaste que así pasó las cosas y la nuera quiere defender también a Franco. You know what I mean? So it's like, oye, like, you know, whatever her name is like, ¿por qué? Like, why don't you like me? Like, let's be honest. Like, let's let it on the table. No, pues la otra vez que Franco, que quien sé qué, like, tú le gritaste y no me gusta que le griten a mi esposo or something like that. You know, I'm just giving an example.
Yeah, because obviously, like, easily Franco can be telling him, like, well, my mom is like this and my dad did this. And then that's where her hatred comes. He's like, well, don't do this anymore. I feel like I totally understand that point of view too. But I don't know, guys. Like, I know that a lot of people have teenagers already, or like sons
let us
or daughters
know
with
the
a
moms that
significant
are
other.
Teenage.
Please tell me how you deal with that, because we're obviously talking out of our ass. Like, we haven't even experienced it. We think that that's how we're going to react, but you guys have seen it time and time again when we're like, oh, when we do have Franco, it's going to be like this. And it's obviously been different. So please let us know your experience, because I think that that's really hard, especially when they're dating. Like, when they're dating, it's crazy because you know that their brain is immature. You know that they're not seeing.
Lady,
they're like,
she scares the shit out of us.
Yeah. She does. So, because she tells us stories about her son that's older, right? So I don't know.
The little one.
Oh, the little one. Oh, because what did she say? That
she looks so young. Our tax lady, shout out if you're watching this. She's so young, but she has I think an 18 and then like a 13-year-old. And the 13-year-old is starting to date. And it's like, she's like, oh my God, Lord help me. And she's like, just watch when you're kids, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So it's like, it is true. Like, the hormones running through your body.
Like, you don't see anything,
likes you.
But this beautiful, like, unicorn that you want to get, you know? And that's what scares me. So if you guys have any experience, please let me know. Even with, like, my sisters, when they show me who they're dating, like, I try to swallow my words. And I'm like, dude, at one point I was obsessed with Jonathan too. And nothing anybody could say. Sorry, and then like when I was younger, I was obsessed with him too, and like my friends would be like, "Oh, but he's like this, but he's like that," and I'd be like, "No, but he's perfect," you know. So I try to swallow my words.
Hey, what were your friends saying? But he's this, but he's that.
Babe, when we were in our toxic phases.
Oh, toxic, but like right away, like you would be like, "I'm talking to this guy." And
no, because nobody really knew you.
Yeah.
Because obviously, like we went to different schools, and when I started bringing him around, they're like, "Who's this Jonathan guy?" I'm like, "I don't even know he existed." And so then, slowly but surely, we started getting toxic. And then that's when I'm like, girl, just leave him. I'm like, but I'm obsessed with him. So I don't know. It's just hard. It's hard to think about because I went through it already with my mom too, and nothing she would ever say would let me,
I feel like this next question, not question, confession. We're reading your confessions, guys, and we're having a great time. Ha ha he he. But and also when we read advice, but don't feel free to please give us advice in the podcast, in the comments, because this is like a mutual thing. No queremos pensar que nomás nosotros hablamos y ustedes escuchan. Like if you've been through one of these that we're talking about, and some of you guys do a good job in leaving like really nice feedback. But for example, this one, I've been dating this guy since January 4th, 2025, and I haven't told my family about it. My initial reaction is like, okay, Belen, like, that sucks, girl, that I'm assuming your relationship with your parents isn't the best, because why are you hiding this guy from your parents, right? For a whole 7 months already, 8 months almost. And it's like, either one, se viste bien mal y está todo tatuado y tú sabes que tu papá no le gusta like those type of boys. Not saying like I have tattoos, I dress baggy, not saying that that's bad. I'm just saying, ya sé cómo son los papás mexicanos, So it's like, but at the same time, it's like you don't have the confidence or the relationship to like tell your parents everything, And it's like, I want to learn, like, I don't want Belen to ever be like, well, I'm going to hide this guy I'm talking to or dating from my dad because he's crazy, or something like that.
Yeah. And my initial reaction is like, oh, you obviously are trying to see if it's even going to be serious enough to bring him around. Because you know how it's like, oh, you start bringing around this guy that you just started talking to, and then 2 months in, you break up, and then your aunt's still asking about him because you brought him to family dinner, So it's a lot of things.
But 7 months, babe?
Yeah, maybe she's older and she's mature, and she's like, you know what? I'm not going to bring him around until I know that I'm serious with him, and then have him meet my parents.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like it's just crazy, because I feel like when you start talking to a guy, you're obviously like, hey, mom, I'm going out with my friend. I'm going out with my friend. I'm going out with my friend. And then eventually your mom's going to be like, all right, well, I want to meet this friend because you're spending a lot of time with him. But I feel like it all depends on age, because if Belen is like 16 and she's telling me she's going out with this friend, I need to know who it is, because I need to know you're safe, Like, who is he? Is he?
Oh, she's not going anywhere. Oh, look at me already. It's just, how do you let your girl say I'm going out? Like, if it's a group setting, like muchos amigos que van a ir al cine, okay, vete. Pero que voy a ir con mi amigo sola, like, no, se va a bajar, va a tocar la puerta.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Y te va a abrir la puerta del carro.
Like, you eventually would want to meet him.
But you're saying, I'm going with this friend, I'm going with this friend.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. Like, maybe she's older. Maybe she's like graduated high school. She's still living with her parents, and she still has that respect for them, right? Because she's under their roof. So then she's like, you know what? I'm just going to make sure that we're serious before I introduce him. So then the mom has already seen her go out for 8 months with this guy. So eventually she's going to want to meet him. And then that's when like the parents come around, because I think what Jonathan and I have really, like, we always talk about this when we're like having our late night talks about our kids. We're like, we want to be those parents that are so supportive that our kids want to tell us everything, right?
Like,
we don't
immediately.
Want them, yeah.
Like, I like this guy, Dad.
Like, Dad, can you look at him? Like, is he cute? Like, you think I should date him? Instead of being like, oh my God, I don't even want to say anything because my dad's already going to say, oh no, you're dumb. Like, or, like, I always want to have our kids be so comfortable telling us literally everything, so that we always know if they're okay and that we don't make sneaky kids. Because I've seen a lot of those growing up, how the strict parents create super sneaky kids and they get away with it, and then they end up pregnant, Yeah. So we want to, like, also, if you guys have advice on that, is let us know what you've done to create a safe relationship with your kids, because nowadays kids are crazy. And I can only imagine how Franco's generation and Belen's generation is going to be even double the crazier. They're going to know more. AI is going to be... AI. Oh my gosh. So...
Dad, I'm dating a robot.
No, it's like, Dad, I'm dating this perfect guy, and then turns out it's just a robot.
Yeah.
So let us know that too, girl. I don't like, from the way that I see it, if the scenario I put and you really feel like things aren't serious enough for you to introduce him to the family, props to you. Definitely date a little longer. Definitely talk to him and be like, is it even the right time to help him or have him meet my family, my parents? Or talk to your parents and be like, hey, like, I've been dating this guy. Are you guys going to be accepting of him? Because we have seen a lot of times where it's girls dating guys that they think their parents won't approve of. And that's really sad too. So,
and those guys usually end up being
the best.
The best.
Yeah. That's true.
I always tell my cuñadas, I'm like, guys, like, when am I gonna get a freaking concuño? Like, come on, like, I've been the only guy for a long time now. Like, I need some help carrying the humor. Like, I'm just like the funniest guy in the house.
They show us who they're talking to, and we're like, bro, what the heck? Are you serious?
I like when they tell me things they do, like, oh my god, he did this to me, and then they show me a picture. I'm like, bro, you're crying over this. Like, come on, like, respect yourself. And like, I give them advice because I feel like they have a little cheat code with me. Like, I was that guy in high school, you know, whatever. So it's
what
like,
guy? What?
I'm just saying, like,
we don't know.
Because
tell us,
your
your
sisters love, like, you know, like, Magali's always like into the soccer players and stuff. So I'm like, oh, well, I was a soccer player, and I like, you know,
and a player.
I like to dress good and stuff like that. So I'm like, I see myself in these kids. And also, I was a high school coach.
That was literally the worst, guys. And I feel like a lot of people never understood that. For me, it was Jonathan. Like, he had it all, right? It was the varsity soccer player since freshman year, the straight A student, goes to church, has morals, smells good, dresses good, has good style. And then he was toxic. So for me, like, my friends would be like, dude, just leave him. And I'm like, have you seen him? Like, he's everything I want in a guy. I think I can tweak the toxicity, you know? And that's crazy. Like, when my sisters show me them, I'm just like, just shut up and support them, because you were there once, girl. Maybe he's everything and he has just this one flaw or one red flag, you know?
Yeah.
But it is, I don't know. Kids are crazy, and Jonathan has seen it being a coach and listening to all their stories. Mm-hmm. So he has a little more insight. Me, not so much. I will buy a dress from any retail store, wear it, wash it, then return it. That's just a saving money queen, girl. Save the bag. Secure the bag and then return it and then save it.
Guys, don't care about these multi-billion-dollar corporations. Literally. Like, you do what you got to do. Order it on Amazon, return it. Shein, return it.
There's scent-free detergent, so use that up, girl, especially to return things. At least you're not the wear it with the tag and then sweat in it and return it, you know, because that gives it away a little bit more. So definitely use that scent-free detergent to your advantage.
I'm pregnant, and I don't know how to tell my husband it's our first baby. I just took the test this morning.
Congratulations.
Congrats. That's awesome.
I feel like ever since social media became a thing, everyone feels the need to like surprise the husband in a really cute way. So I would always think about things like this, and it's always just do it in a way that he won't expect it, but he likes, you know, like.
But also record it. I think like, yeah, social media has ruined a lot of things for the worst, but also like for the best, because now you get to record and like have these moments, you know,
and eventually show your kids like, this is how your dad reacted when he knew we were gonna have you.
That's cool.
So congratulations.
Because like I feel like I always give my barber a little shout out, but when he was cutting my hair this morning, he showed me a video of him and his other little brother Jonathan playing the guitar, but dressed as he being like a cowboy. And the video, it's like so crazy, babe, because the video wasn't like our baby videos, like grainy, like super old. It was like a normal video. I was like, dude, you know how like amazing this is that your mom has a video of you like this singing and playing the guitar when you're 5 and your brother was 3. And like, it doesn't look shitty. Like, I was like, this next generation's like, that's amazing. Like, Franco can pinpoint any day in his life. Like, oh, I wonder what Christmas was like when I was 2 years old. Boom, go look it up, you know?
Oh, I wonder what my 3rd birthday was like. He still talks about his 3rd birthday to this day. Yeah, he still does. My mom found my boyfriend and I having sex in the car next to the house and now hates my boyfriend. Oh my God, girl, I'm so sorry. That's crazy. Yeah. That's so great.
Throwback Thursday.
No, I was gonna say, but I was like, don't say nothing, that boy, please. I feel like as teenagers, we risked it all.
Yeah, it's just hormones, bro. Because like hormones are the worst. Like,
I'm just gonna tell you this. Like, when my mom found out that Jonathan and I were doing the deed,
Lucking.
She, not both you or your mom. I think we've never talked about how your mom found out. That was so devastating too.
My mom knew the next day, guys, and I don't even know how. She just said, según que me lo miraba en el semblante.
Probably, because I feel like you, as your kids grow, you know how they are exactly, you know? And if they change a little bit, you know. But anyways, so when Jonathan's parents found out, and then my mom found out, or maybe your dad didn't find out, I don't remember. Jonathan and I were literally not allowed to hang out or like in a car. So do you remember you would walk to my house and we would walk to the park?
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like it was just the first week. I wasn't allowed to go
really anywhere. Yeah, for the first week. So I was about to tell you, like, your mom probably hates him right now, but eventually she's going to get over it because at least she knows you're being safe, you know? But that's how it was. Like, every single time I was going to hang out with Jonathan, Mom's like, ay, sí, ya nomás les vas a ir a dar las nalgas, ¿verdad? Para eso vas. And I was so devastated because I'm like, girl, yeah, but I don't have to say it like that, you know? So I just want to say, like, she's going to get over it, you know? And I think it would be really mature of you to go up to your mom and be like, Mom, like, I'm really sorry that you saw that or you caught us doing something crazy. But I still love this man and I'm going to marry him or maybe you're not. But if you really truly think you're going to marry him, be like, at least I'm doing it with someone I'm going to marry, you know? But that's terrible. Like, I'm so sorry you had to go through that. But you know what? People go through crazier things. So don't like feel ashamed. It's just a crazy experience. But I've heard it a lot from a lot of people that their parents have caught them. So you're not alone, sister. You're going to be okay. And your mom's going to eventually get over it. It's going to take some time. It took my mom a long time to like finally be able to see you again, huh?
Did it?
Yeah. Like for you to come around and her be cool.
I feel like your mom was never mean to me.
Well, he obviously not, babe. That's why I never invited you over. We would never hung out in front of her. She's like, I'm gonna go with Jonathan to eat. Ay, sí, le vas a ir a dar las nalgas. I'm like, damn, I can't even go on a date anymore because she thinks. And then I would come home and feel so stupid because she had the look in her face like, I know what you just did, girl. Like,
Once we were having a family get together and my sister asked me to take my brother-in-law a drink she had made him. On my way outside, I may or may not have accidentally spit in his drink. My sister forgave him but didn't realize I would be his karma. Oh, and then this was an email. So the top says, me cae bien gordo mi cuñado confession.
Period, queen. Oh, I feel like it's so funny when I hear people hate someone and then do petty things to act on it. I love that. Because if I had the option to do something petty to someone I didn't like, maybe I would. You know? Who knows? So at least he doesn't know that he's been drinking your spit, girl. Or should she tell him?
But I think it's because she said I was his karma. He was treating the sister bad.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, maybe now he should know that you are so that he knows he's been drinking your spit. And he'll never trust a drink again in his life.
Guys, that's one of my biggest things. I cannot share drinks. Oh, my God.
I used to fake it with my husband until I showed him what I liked.
Oh, damn.
Okay, communication is key, baby.
I feel like an old boss had a mini crush on me. So I'm assuming he wasn't good looking or you didn't find him attractive for you to not act on it. Or maybe he was married.
Or she's married.
Did you see the Coldplay thing?
Yeah, that was crazy.
That is so crazy to me. Like, how are you going to go cheat? I mean, they're not famous, but they're still like high up there, right? People can find them on Google.
Okay, but even if not, like, what if someone just that knows your wife or your husband sees you together and like hugging and that is, oh my God. Like, how are you not embarrassed?
Oh, imagine being the wife. Like, what do you think? You think she saw it on social media or she got it sent first?
Probably on social media.
I think someone sent it first.
Yeah, probably someone sent it. I don't know.
It's like really if Noemi saw like that on Twitter or something and she'd be like, isn't this Jonathan? Right? Like, she probably got it sent first.
Oh, yeah. That's crazy. Well, I heard that if whatever the wife is doing, she's just laughing her way to the bank.
Oh, yeah.
Because adultery is not like, it's so frowned upon. So when you divorce because he cheated on you, you get to put your...
Is it true that it's a crime in the army? Like if your army husband cheats on you, he gets like not a felony, but like... Doesn't
he get how do you say it?
Dishonorably
charged?
I don't think he gets discharged, but it is like...
ChatGPT.
It is like a fine or something like that. That's crazy.
Did you see the... Have you seen the Pedro Pascal? Is it Pedro Pascal?
What?
His like work husband's final boss.
Oh yeah. I've seen
crazy.
the TikTok. It's like, Pedro Pascal, I have anxiety. Let me grab your boobs.
Literally.
It's like Pedro Pascal's the "Where's my hug at" guy.
Yeah.
But anyways, guys, I think that would be the end of this podcast. We still have a lot more confessions, but also a lot more advice that we didn't get to last week. I feel like you guys love submitting those because sometimes, like, one, you know what you should hear or what you should do, but you just want to hear it, especially from like
sign.
Your podcast people. You want it to, you want a sign.
Yeah.
And then two, what is two? I just want to say that we appreciate you guys. And yeah, I mean, this weekend, we're going to be out and about. We're going to have a lot of fun, and we want to bring you guys with. I think it would be amazing because you know what I was thinking, babe? Like, I think in the bio, it still says #1 traveling podcast. And we have not traveled with this podcast in so long. Literally. So it would be cool if we could get all our friends, like, you know what? Like, maybe if we don't have time for a whole, like, or the equipment for an hour-long podcast, it would be cool to, like, get our influencer friends and then upload, like, some reels or shorts about, like, a certain topic, you know?
I think that what we should do, because this is what Jonathan and I have done in the past with our friends. Every time we go on a trip where all our friends are going to be there, we usually do a Q&A.
Yeah.
So I think that with this, for next week's podcast, maybe if it doesn't go on J&J, we're going to do a Q&A for our friends, record all of their answers throughout the weekend, and then put it all together in a podcast. You know?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Because it's like, what was it? Do you remember the one for Gata's party?
Yeah.
So
it was just like
that.
Asking your favorite influencer, like
crazy
questions.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I feel like maybe our people on the podcast side is a little bit more calmer.
Yeah.
If it's going to be like us screaming, yelling, drunk, like they're going to be like, I'm not trying to listen to this.
Or it's just going to be a little special on the podcast. But who knows, guys? We'll try to get something like that for you guys. But yeah, this weekend we are out for Lily and Mando's bachelorette and bachelor party. It's going to be literally more than 50 of us all together.
More than 60, guys.
More than 60.
60 people. That's amazing because like if I were Lily Mando, like, wow, like what a community we have built. Not only like at home, because it's a lot of Florida people, but also like a lot of influencers are going. And it's going to be amazing, guys. We're going to be opening the food truck on Thursday. I will probably get home like I always do, 12:30 to 1. Shower, and then we have to be at the airport Friday morning. What time?
Like 5 in the morning.
5 in the morning? Oh my God. That's going to be a fun day.
Yeah, we're so excited. That's what I was telling Lily yesterday. We were talking. I was like, dude, it's so amazing that so many people love you guys. Like every single one of us are going because of how much we love you.
Yeah.
And your relationship and just like trying to get quality time before the big days. So it is so cool. We're going to be out there. So if you guys can want to follow our social media, of course, we'll be posting with all our friends and you guys can see what the heck we get into. I feel like Jonathan and I haven't gone into a scene like this in a very long time, ever since we had Belen, I think, right? So we're a little bit scared and nervous for it.
I feel like these trips, well, at least for me, it's not about the alcohol anymore, the partying.
It's about seeing the
It's
people.
about catching up with our friends. Like I genuinely miss, and I wish we could all live together. Like yo los regaño. Like the majority of them are from LA. Y cuando los veo and I'm like, los regaño. I'm like, you guys live. Yes, I know LA traffic. Ponle que 2 horas, hora y media para verse. But I'm like, if I lived here in Cali with you guys, like I would bother you nonstop, right? Like más fácil hecho que dicho. Pero like I would want to think like, hey, George, what are you doing? Voy a ir contigo. Oh, you know, Adrian, what do you do? You know what I mean? Like, oh, Valentin's, etc., etc. So it's like, I love these trips, not for the partying anymore. Unfortunately, I cannot handle alcohol and like the hangover sense, nor does it taste good, nor do I want to be drunk.
You guys, he's going to swallow his words because watch him this week and be drunk every single day from when he wakes up to when he goes to sleep. I cannot get drunk in
public anymore, babe, especially when it's hot.
You did it in freaking California. We went to the Te Salud. You got super lit.
Yeah, but it was a cerrado event, and we could walk to the hotel.
That's true.
It was literally that less than 50 meters away, our hotel.
Yeah, true.
I would never again go like walk the strip.
Don't
drunk,
say never again, honey.
Bellagio.
Don't.
Clip
That's
this
gonna be
and
this weekend. You're like, I would never, and he's gonna be taking shots because everyone's gonna hype him up, and he's gonna be, guess what, walking down the strip drunk. Yeah, don't even. Please go
You know
follow our
what?
Instagram,
Vegas
guys.
does put something in their alcohol for it to like not, or maybe it's the altitude, but I did not. Like I can drink so much in Vegas for some reason and not get like blackout, you know? If I were to drink that in Colorado, oh my God, I would be in
That's
another
true.
planet.
I remember when we went to visit Jen for the very first time, and Jen, I mean, I got so messed up because we drank so much, but we weren't like blacked out.
No.
We were literally shopping, getting all the makeup and getting all our things while we were drunk AF. So if I would have done that here in Colorado, I would have blacked out too. Or in Florida, because you guys know my little Florida stories. But yeah, guys, I hope that you guys enjoyed this podcast, and I hope that you guys enjoy all of our content this weekend, because it's going to be so fun to see all of our friends that we haven't seen in so long. So thank you guys for being here still. Shout out to you if you're going back to school, back to work, if you're sending the kids back to school, maybe you're going to get a break during the day. Who knows? Whatever it is that life has got right now, guys, I hope that everything's going good. And if not, you can vent to us on Spill the Beans Podcast, jj@gmail.com.
Yep. See you guys next week. We love you, and later.
Bye.